All right, folks, we're here at the event center, and you're watching the JV live. The last minute and 45 seconds left here, and we'll be right back with the broadcast of the varsity.
All right, folks, we're here at the event center. My name's Lance Blackburn. I'm your play-by-play. I'm here joined by Hank Dietrich, the voice of the Panthers. We are here for varsity basketball tonight, so we're back.
Yeah, that's great. Varsity basketball. We had the Lady Panthers last week, and last week. I was like, man, how time flies. And they lost to Fredericksburg, but tonight it's the Panthers versus the Davenport Wolves. So, man.
Yeah, so basically Navarro comes into this game 7-6 as an overall record. They're 4-3 at home, 2-0 in away games. Davenport, on the other hand, is 13-4 overall. They are 2-1 at home and 3-2 in away games and 8-1 in neutral site games. Obviously, those are tournaments.
Yeah.
One common opponent. You know, this is district game 1, which is a little rare, but that's how the schedule's fallen this year. There is going to be another tournament for the Panthers here coming up here over the next few days. So district game number 1. So this game does count. It's not a non-district game, so it does count for the Panthers. And a common opponent for the both these teams was John F. Kennedy. The Panthers lost to John F. Kennedy 65-38, and the Davenport Wolves beat John F. Kennedy. Actually, they played them twice, and they beat them once, and they lost to them once. So.
Yeah.
That tells me that maybe this game's you should be fairly tight. You know, there's not a lot of commonalities. It's tough. We don't have any stats. Neither of these teams are reporting to max preps. So
but when you look out on the court, you see these long, lanky guys here. You know, Davenport, but the Panthers got some height too, and so I think. When it's not always about height in basketball either. It's how you position yourself and, how you run the floor. And I think a lot of times, teams that practice fast breaks, that practice running, that move the ball well, under duress.
Absolutely.
Those are the teams that do well. I mean, we watched Fredericksburg. You watched that game from AT&T Stadium. But when we talk about the girls, I mean, you see Fredericksburg. They're not a huge team whatsoever.
But they pass very well.
They pass well. They move the ball well. They run the court well. They always have their head looking up. They do a very good job, and that's what the Lady Panthers really work on as well. They just didn't have it that other night. But here with the Panthers, the boys team, I think they're going to have their hands full, with Davenport, but I think they do a very good job of controlling the ball when they run a little. I mean, they work a little better, I think, in some of the half-court sets. But I still think if you can get that defense working right and you can run with that ball and you can make those big plays to stop score. It's a steal and a score. That's what makes the difference in these games. Along with, we all know, it's free throws and layups and turnovers and rebounds, And those four are the categories that will usually tell you, not so much shooting percentage. When you talk about high school, it really comes down to those four things.
Right.
And if you can make the layups and you can limit your turnovers, you can get rebounds.
If you win the rebounding game, that's usually the team that wins.
And free throws.
And free throws.
And if you do those four categories, I think, the Panthers, if you do them well tonight, I think the Panthers will have a good shot of winning this game tonight. They're 7-6, and they've played some tough teams already. And, in 4A now, there's nothing easy,
That's right. Because, for those of you that don't know, in football there's Division I and Division II. But once you get to the ancillary sports, outside of football, everything else, it's just 4A.
Right.
So Davenport,
exactly.
Davenport's got, they're pushing 1,300 in their high school.
Yeah, almost double.
Right.
What we have here.
Yeah, we're
pushing 700. Right.
So almost double. So they have that many more kids to choose from. So and some of them may say, hey, that's not a fair fight, but, that's how the UIL does it, and they've got to do that really according to geography And for these sports outside of football, that continues with volleyball, baseball, softball,
Right.
everything else. So tonight I'm going to go through let's go through the starting lineups just so I've got them out there for you. For your Navarro Panthers, you've got number 0, Caleb Stanley, the senior. Number 2, Patrick Mont, the junior. Number 14, Cade Strauss, the senior. Number 20, Jackson Ellie. He's a senior. And Tucker McDonald's also a senior, number 24. And with Ellie and McDonald, you've got some height there.
Yeah. And even as one of your other players, you're really your role player now. Colton Schulke's got a little bit of height as well.
And Stanley's 6 foot and Monta's 6 foot. So I mean, the Panthers aren't a short team. They've got some height, and they play together,
right,
and play good defense.
That's right. That's right. So I think with the height altogether, it's going to come down to those 4 categories that I pointed out earlier. But and it's a good starting group. And what's making me laugh when I look down here, Jackson Ellie. I can remember when he was in like first grade. That blonde hair. Yeah, but he's out here playing. With NYSO, the Navarro Youth Sports Organization's basketball team, and he's getting after it. You know, in first grade. You're like, oh, look at this. And you love to see that. And a lot of these kids came up through that program, so I wanted to give a big shout out.
Yeah, shout out. Yeah, absolutely. I'm involved with that program as well. And if you don't have youngsters that play in that program, boys and girls, if you talk to all the girls, Tatum Harbeth. Last year, Tegan, all the girls have gone through that program, and most of the boys have too. So
even one of our students here too that's helping us out with the broadcasting, tonight.
Oh, okay.
He actually played with the NYSO, and he's working the scoreboard for us tonight.
Nice. Okay. Well, let's switch over to the Davenport side. The Davenport starters, you got number 0, Cole Rios, number 1, Carson Police. Number 3, Cameron Gadsden. Number 21, Brandon Castilla. And the big boy, number 41, Ricky Groff. And Ricky's a freshman. Castilla's a junior. Gaston's a senior. Bolus is a senior. And Rios is a senior as well. So both these teams have a fair amount of seniors on their ball clubs as well. So
watch for Ricky Groff, though. 6'7". It depends on his athleticism. If he can get up and make plays with his athleticism, that's going to be a huge issue. But if we surround him and make him have to keep the ball away from him and getting down low, I think the Panthers defense is really going to have to push him out. Now, I've heard that he's not a bad shooter either, so you can't just leave him wide open even though he's 6'7". We see that with Wembyama, that a guy that 7'4" that can shoot the 3 lights out. So
that's right.
You always got to be mindful where Groff is at too, and so you can't let him have the ball 3 feet from the basket. You just got to deny him the ball tonight.
Well, the other thing that we haven't talked about, and I noticed with Davenport at least, they score a bunch of points. When they win, they're scoring 70, 80, 90 points. So that tells me that they can shoot the 3 ball, and I'm watching them over here warm up tonight, and they're draining them. So Panthers will have to be salty at the 3-point and defending the 3-point line, and very cognizant of that as well. So welcome to the Navarro Event Center. You're listening to the Navarro or watching the Navarro Panther Network. My name's Lance Blackburn. I'm joined by Hank Dieter. This is the first home district game of the year, and I know that we've got the students got a theme tonight.
Yeah.
I think they're carrying over the theme from the Christmas theme from the game last Thursday, the girls' game.
I haven't seen onesies in that too often since my kids were like 1 or 2, but we see it here tonight, and we see them we'll probably see them come in fashionably late. That whole group that came in, I think some of them are actually out on the floor playing, the boys basketball. But we do see the Christmas theme that's throughout. So, hey, before I forget, I want to make sure everybody, knows that this is probably going to be probably one of our last broadcasts of the year for basketball. So I want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year as well.
Absolutely. That's correct. I'm not sure. Both teams are going to take a break. I think this is I'm not sure if the girls play.
They have a couple of games over the holiday break here, and but don't know. I can't tell you which ones are playing at what time yet. But they now the Lady Panthers are playing tonight too, and hopefully we can get some of the updates as well for the Lady Panthers as they're in Davenport playing the Davenport Lady Wolves. So
for the boys, the Panthers, they are playing in a tournament just after Christmas, the 27th and the 28th down in Nixon Smiley. So they're playing the Nixon Smiley tournament then.
Oh, cool.
So
That's a fun tournament.
Yeah, it is.
My kids used to always love going to their tournaments.
So that'll be next Wednesday and Thursday night. And then the boys won't be back until after the New Year. The day after New Year's Day, the 2nd, they'll be playing Bandera at Bandera. So next home game for the boys, though, will be Friday, January the 5th against Bernie. So come out. That's always a good one, right?
Yeah, that's a district game, too. So yeah, and when you, like I said, when you see these Division I in football, now it doesn't matter. It's all 4A. And so to get to the Lady Panthers, go ahead, Lance.
Yeah, so the Lady Panthers, as you said, they are playing away at Comel Davenport tonight. So they're over there in Garden Ridge playing away. But one of my favorite games of the year for the Lady Panthers is December the 29th. They'll be playing over in New Braunfels against the Mighty Unicorns.
Lady Unicorns.
The Mighty Unicorns on the 29th. But that'll be an early game. That game will actually be at 11:30. So obviously with the Christmas holidays, that will be that. And then January the 2nd, the girls will come home and play Bandera. And it looks like their their third district game. They started Fredericksburg, Davenport's tonight, and Bandera will be the next home game for the Lady Panthers. So it looks like they're getting ready to go here, Hank.
Yeah, they're going to do the intro and then the national anthem, and then we'll be ready to play. They'll be ready for tip-off. So we'll hear the PA speaker. We'll try to get that up.
And if you haven't noticed, we have a sideline cam.
Yeah, we've got that up right now.
So that's a new addition, and it's been great. I know if I was sitting at home and watching the game or out of state or across the other side of the world there, it's a nice addition to the.
I guess they're going to do
network.
the national anthem before the intro.
Good evening and welcome to the Navarro Event Center for tonight's matchup between the Davenport Wolves and your Navarro Panthers. Now please rise for the national anthem.
All right, there you have it. Now we'll get ready for the we'll get ready up for the intro. So the other night they did it a little different. So they did the intro and then the national anthem. So here we go.
Senior guard, number 0, Cole Rios. Senior guard, number 1, Marcus Woods. Senior forward, number 3, Dan Gaston. Junior forward, number 21, Ryan Sophia. And freshman center, number 41, Ricky Brown. Davenport coached by Coach Marcus McNeil. And now, the starters for your Navarro Panthers. Senior guard, number 0, Caleb Stanley. Senior guard, number 2, Patrick Monahan. Senior guard, number 14, Dave Stroud. Senior forward, number 20, Jackson Ellie. Senior forward, number 24, Tucker McDaniel.
All right, here we go, Hank.
Yeah.
So we're here for the first district game of the year here at home for your Navarro Panthers. You're watching the Navarro Panther Network. And my name's Lance Blackburn. I'm joined by Hank Dieter.
Yeah. Got the comic relief now. Now I don't have to be so serious, right? Like I did the other night.
That's right. So here we go for tip-off. And Davenport will control it. They set up their offense. Nice defense here by the Panthers early. Jackson Ellie. They go around the bend, and he takes a shot. Just off, and that's a rebound there by Caleb Stanley as he's bringing it back up. Caleb makes a move out to Strouds. Steps out.
Yeah, I saw good defense in that first set.
Yeah, they didn't get the ball down low. They just
right.
they forced him to kind of rotate it around and
kept Goff off of it.
Panthers inbound. They go back to Ellie. Ellie back out to Stanley, down to Strauss.
Yeah, when they get that trap, they need to find the open man quick.
Strauss goes in. Looks like he's fouled.
Yeah, got a foul there.
Nice block. That'll be the first foul on number 3.
Yeah. We'll learn the players as we go here, but that's Cameron Gaston.
Davenport picks it up, though.
Yeah.
Panthers can't capitalize. As they pass it around the bend again here. Good move inside. The ball stripped. Panthers got it. That's Caleb Stanley again. Strauss goes baseline, hits Ellie. That's Tucker McDonald. Little give and go game between Donald.
Yeah, Donald.
I'm sorry, McDonald.
Yeah, McDonald had the ball for a second. If he could have gathered that in, he would have got that up and in.
Still no score here. 6:30 left here early in the first quarter. Good defense by both teams. Feeling each other out a little bit. Davenport. Shoots the 3. That's off the front of the rim. Caleb Stanley with another rebound there. That's a Cade Strauss drives the lane off the glass, but he can't finish. Davenport bringing it back. Passes it out, shoots the three. Number 21, a nice rainbow shot from Castilla. And that falls for the Wolves. Almost looks like, and it is an error there. And that's Patrick Mont. It's like the first time he's touched the ball this evening with the turnover for the Panthers.
Now let me ask you this, Lance. When you played high school basketball, right? Did y'all have the three-point line at that time?
We did.
No, I did not. So it's like, you know.
I think it was the first year that it was introduced the year before. Oh, a nice move there. So, yeah, I think it was in its first or second year. But and no one really shot a bunch of threes because it was so new.
Yeah, yeah. And that's when we came in, it was like they were talking about it. We were like, wow, okay, that'd be really neat. But who's going to paint the lines? Because that's a big cost back then when we were a 1A school.
Right.
You know, and so, yeah, it's
So another one off the front of the rim there.
It's
That was
changed
close.
the game. Totally.
Spread it out quite a bit. And shot there by Mont. Doesn't fall.
Yeah, but nice move.
And it looks like he might have stutter stepped. They don't call it. And Castilla gets the layup. There's Caleb Stanley back. He passes it out to McDonald. McDonald shoots it off the front of the rim. Panthers had position there, but can't quite pull it down. And it's going to be Wolves basketball, up 5-0 here.
You know, it's so frustrating. We've had some good plays. We just could not, finish and get the roll and, those little things like that. But, I really like what the Panthers are attempting to do.
So 4:36 left here in the first. Wolves with the basketball. They bring it up court. Nice move there by Blos. Shoots it, dumps it back out for another three there. And that's number 11. That's Bendelli, Joshua Bendelli. Caleb Stanley says he passes it out.
They got a. I was going to see if they call it blocking, but they didn't call anything on that one. That was a no call, and the ball goes out of bounds.
Yeah, and I'm thankful there a little bit.
Yeah, that they didn't call a charge.
Yeah, I know, because Stanley was a little bit out of control, but they didn't call it that way, so we'll take it.
Yes, sir.
The Wolves up 8-0 now. They've hit a couple of threes. And looking to sub in for the Panthers is Sean Estrada. They dump it down low.
Oh,
he steps out of bounds.
No, they call him traveling.
Yeah. Thought he stepped out, but you're right, traveling. And Jackson Elliott inbound. Now full court press here by the Wolves. They double team the big man, McDonald, and he stumbles.
Oh, wow.
Kind of lost his footing and lost the ball out of bounds. That'll be Wolves basketball. So Panthers still looking for their first points of the night.
Yeah.
But they haven't played bad.
Yeah, right. It's just they're right there.
They just got to finish.
And limit those turnovers because they've had it. We've seen the turnover bug kind of show its ugly head.
So another three from off the front of the rim for Castella.
Yeah, they're going to keep it to the Wolves.
And inbounding it now, they've got Joseph Danielson is in the game. He inbounds, hits Castilla out around. And again, a smaller lineup here for the Wolves. Looking for the three-point shot. Panthers defending it well here. Takes one anyways.
Yeah, good defense.
Good defense there by Jackson Ellie.
Got to get the rebound now.
Tucker McDonald. The Wolves, Carson Bolus gets up and he's looking around. He's kind of shaking his head and he's saying, hey, where's the foul? But
Right.
he does avoid the foul. Caleb Stanley's breaking the press there. Tucker McDonald, nice job. And Patrick Mont, and they need to get Stanley and Mont involved. There's Jackson Ellie.
There we go.
Right from the free-throw line, and nice mid-range shot there by Ellie. So again, a pick, and again, off the front of the rim from Castilla. Looks like Ellie up for a fast break. Oh, but it's
It looked like
blocked. Great block there by Blos.
but
Estrada makes a drive.
Got to make those layups.
Yeah, out of finish. And Jackson Ellie looks like he's going to get the foul there. And should be on the floor. I don't think he was in the act of shooting.
Yeah.
So 8-2, 2:08 left here in the first quarter. Panthers playing tough, just having a little bit of trouble finishing.
Yeah.
And like you said, Hank, a couple of turnovers.
Yeah, that turnover bug will get you.
Oh, and the ball.
The ringer goes in.
That rolls around for Castilla. I didn't think he was in the act of shooting, but I'm not the referee, so. And Coach Wallace is saying, hey, he stepped over the line on the first free throw, and I tend to, it was close. I didn't have quite as good a view as he did.
Yeah, it's got to hit the rim. Now, everybody else can go when the ball's released, but for the free throw shooter, he has to wait till it hits the rim.
That's right.
And if you touch the line any time, it's a violation.
Right.
As in when you're shooting for those free throws. So we're giving you that picture-in-picture view of one on the floor cam, and then we have the overhead. Now, see what they're calling here, Lance. I guess they're saying that the Panthers lose it out of bounds.
I think he might have stepped out of bounds from what I saw. Both teams with 2 team fouls, 10-2 here, late in the first. And let's see if the Panthers can get a rally going here. Davenport seems to be willing to settle for threes. They haven't really gone inside much tonight at all.
Right, and I thought they would like to go down to Groff more.
And he shoots it. That's 0.
I thought I saw
Rios.
Groff, and Coach Wallace was saying a moving screen. I thought it was basically a hold, like an offensive hold in football.
And so Panthers shoot the 3. That's a little off.
Yeah, they're going to call a foul?
And again, that's
on an
Estrada.
offensive foul or a loose ball foul that goes against the Panthers.
We got a couple of substitutions. Jackson Ellie comes out, and in is number 12 for the Panthers, which I actually don't have a number 12. So must have moved up a JV'er. Oh, you do. Oh, yeah, that's Colorado Kenaway. Moves back. Oh, and it rolls off the rim for the Panthers. So Panthers hold them that time. 52 seconds left here in the first quarter. They go inside. That's Strauss. He goes back out to Estrada. Estrada gets down low.
Oh.
Shot gets blocked. They do call a foul.
Yeah, I think they cut it on the body that time
And
from the push on the backside. Go ahead.
Haseman
gets called for the foul.
So here we go. Each team now with 3 team fouls apiece. So on the line, second free throw is in and good. So 10-4. They go down low this time to the big freshman. The Wolves do. And he's fighting down there with Tucker McDonald. McDonald, the senior, playing against the freshman.
Yeah, they're
looking for that pick. Castillo, he loves the three, but boy, he's missed a bunch tonight.
And you know, when you go under that screen, they're gonna, you know, that's the advantage of taking the three from the up top like that by going over the top.
So Tucker McDonald, it's saved by Mont. He drives the lane.
Oh man!
Let's see what call we've got. I think it's going to be against Davenport, and it is. It is on the floor, so they will take it out on the side. That's Tucker McDonald. The Panthers set up. He's looking for Estrada, Sean Estrada in the corner. The ball was deflected out by the Wolves. And this time it goes, and the Panthers don't get the shot off.
Well,
and
end of the first quarter. Panthers only down by 6, which is, you know, it's been a defensive battle. A lot of missed shots by both teams. Panthers getting inside, you know, and you're like, oh, right there. Like you said as well, we both have said it, you know, finish. You've got to finish it. And now the Lady Panthers are playing Davenport Lady Wolves. And
That's right.
The first quarter's over. And right now I've got a score update of 13-9. Lady Panthers.
Okay.
Yeah,
nice.
so that's at the end of the first quarter for the Lady Panthers here, trailing only by 6. So let's see how we can get that. If we can get the QR code up real quick. And we'll.
So we flash that up. The QR code, for those of you at home that don't know, is basically for the Navarro Broadcasting Club, the Navarro Panther Network. It's also known, and you scan the code with your QR code with your phone, and you can donate. You can donate $1, you can donate $100, you can donate $1,000. But the kids would sure appreciate anything and everything that you do donate, and it goes all back into the broadcasting club to bring you these games live.
Yeah, what fun it is.
So here we go. Davenport basketball start here the second quarter. Davenport up 10-4. And again, they run their rotation offense.
All right. Yeah, maybe the turnover bug will hit Davenport now a little bit. Good defense again by the Panthers. The full court pressure by Davenport has been affected at times, but I think the Panthers have done well breaking it. Just got to finish it.
So again, that's Colorado Kenaway. He misses number 12, and fast break all the way back down, but
good defense.
Stingy defense down low.
Yeah. Sean Estrada did a good job by standing his ground.
Panthers moving around the horn here. And errant pass, though. And a nice move, but he is fouled on the shot. And that's going to be Cade Stroud.
Yeah, I got a little body contact there.
Absolutely. So Cade with a little bit too much contact on that, but puts the Wolves at the line. Hits the front end of the iron there, though. So miss number one, or I'm sorry, miss on free throw number 1. Second shot coming, and he drains that one. So errant pass again. An easy layup.
Oh.
The Panthers are having a little bit of trouble.
Now with the press, yes.
Yeah, and Wallace calls a timeout. Coach Wallace calls a timeout there for the Panthers. And
yeah, their first charge timeout. And they called it a full timeout on that one as well. So,
and I think so. I think that was a smart move because Panthers have struggled the past couple times getting it up the court.
Well, and they get it up the court, and they just, at times can't finish it. But you notice when that happens, man, Davenport Wolves takes the ball and goes right
Boom.
back at you. Yeah. And sometimes that could lead to
they push it back up the other way, which is smart. That's what you're taught to do in a lot of offenses these days. So Davenport up by 9 here, and they're growing their lead here. So Panthers need to need to kind of turn the tides here in the second quarter. And
yeah, and we want to give a big shout out, I think, to KWD is also covering this game on the radio. So if you can't tune in on watching it through your phone, you can always listen to the radio on KWD 1580. They've been big supporters of Navarro Athletics and Navarro Academics as well.
That's right. That's right. And that's the AM dial.
Right, 1580.
For some of you that are maybe a little younger, and
I
grew up with AM radio, so and sports talk radio a lot of times was on AM as well. So
and they are streaming on the internet as well.
Yes.
But the radio is the main thing. If you can stream on the internet, you can watch us or listen to us while watching the game.
Patrick down low.
Nice.
Finds McDonald. McDonald gets the roll. And that's just what the Panthers needed out. A called play out of the timeout. Successful for Panthers and Coach Wallace. And back on defense. So let's see the Panthers stiffen up a little bit here. They do go down low. Let's see who that is.
Let's see if they.
And that was number 3.
So one shot, the basket does count.
That was Gaston making the drive, and we haven't seen a ton of that. We've seen a lot of three-pointers outside by number 21, Castilla. And he does hit the free throw to make it 16-6 here early.
Yeah,
in the second quarter.
So, see, this is what the Panthers have been able to do normally with the press is break the press. Now they just have to settle in once they get here. There's no shot clock in Texas high school basketball yet. But I hear that's coming as well.
So McDonald, it's not usually, I don't think, what you want to see. Your big boy dribbling out by the half-court line.
He got bailed out there, got fouled.
He
so
did.
We'll take that, that's for sure. We'll say that's a.
So inbound for the Panthers, out to Caleb Stanley as he retreats.
Yeah, when you got two people on one, there's somebody open.
So there's Caleb. Off the back iron. It was a three-point attempt. Panthers with the rebound, though.
And Stanley
gets it back out, gets it down low. And he gets it to drop. McDonald there the second time down low.
Yeah.
And Panthers down by 8. Need to play some defense here. Oh, and it looks like he calls traveling.
Yeah, I think he slid that foot a little bit, and that's what he slid that pivot foot just enough. So it's been pretty quiet here, too, in the crowd. I was expecting.
And Caleb Stanley just throws it in.
I think he was coming up close on the 5 seconds and was trying to get it off the defender right at the baseline and get it out of bounds so he can restart it. And the defender moves out of the way, and the ball goes dribbling in. And number 3. Cameron Gaston takes it, up for the shot and the foul. So the and one there.
So he misses the and one free throw, and all the way down the court is Cade Strauss. He takes it all the way coast to coast. But number 41, the big freshman.
Hey, that's
Ricky
go ahead.
No, Ricky Groff makes the block. So.
Yeah, and good aggressiveness. You like to see that.
Yes. So 18-8 here with 5:43 left. Cade on the free throw line hits the back iron. Jackson Ellie at the scorer's table to get back in. And there's Davenport pushing it back up to Castile.
Oh, I thought he had all ball on that one, but hard to tell.
Hard to tell from our angle for sure. But he does call it on 0. That's Caleb Stanley. So 4 team fouls here in the second quarter on the Panthers already. Again,
So
Brandon Castilla misses the front end of 2 shots. And Colton Schulke has checked into the game for the first time tonight, number 1, along with Jackson Ellie. And again, he does hit the second one, makes it 19-9, and Cade Strauss is pushing. He's double teamed. He finds Patrick with the shot, bounces around, doesn't fall, but the Panthers with the rebound. He follows up and hits the banker off the.
And now it's getting a little more intense in here.
And throws up the 3. And it looks like it might have been a travel, but it's not called. Again, Castillo misses another 3.
Yeah,
Schulke up, but tipped out of bounds by the freshman Groff.
Yeah, and I don't think they've really got him involved as much as I thought they were going to, but, you know, as far as Davenport now, but now you see Schulke in, and some fresh legs for the Panthers altogether.
He throws it all the way backcourt, and it's another turnover for the Panthers. And again, they push it. They find the open man, Castillo. He misses the layup. I'm sorry, that was number 20 for the Wolves. And he double dribbles.
Yeah, you know, there's a lot of body contact there. It could have been called either way.
So let's see what. With 19-11 here, 4:42 left. Inbounds here for the Davenport Wolves. So things take a little bit of a pause, and number 20 works it around there. That's Danielson.
Yeah, popped out a little bit. Panthers get their hands in there. So
they go down low to the big guy. We'll find him. Castillo, he's going to settle for a jump shot. Air ball from the free throw line.
Okay, they were looking for a tip on that one that did not happen. So now the Panthers have to face Davenport's pressure defense.
Yeah, vaunted full court pressure, which has been a little bit of a thorn in the Panthers' side. Caleb Stanley's going to go all the way. And
he gets called for the charge, you know, at the other end. And the Davenport Wolf was almost on the baseline.
I was going to say, looked like to me he was laying on the ground before he was even touched. But
I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was going to say, we don't have a replay here in basketball yet, but I'm pretty sure that he was laying down on the ground. So.
Yeah, I mean, in college or, you know, that wouldn't have been called because way under the basket.
Yes. Correct. So a nice rebound there by the Panthers. That's Cade. Yep. And he is a hustler. Strauss, he brings it up. He's going to go. He takes it down low. It's blocked by the big guy. That was Tucker McDonald, blocked by Groff. They work it down low. Might have shuffled his feet.
Oh, and they're gonna get a foul on.
That's Jackson Ellie. Yeah. So that's Joseph Danielson at the line. Hits the first end of 2 shots. Puts the Wolves up 20-11. And he hits the second end of 2 shots there. So timeout here at the Navarro Event Center. Looks like Panthers get a timeout, down 21-11, down by 10 here in the second quarter.
Well, let's go ahead and pull up the QR code one more time when we take the timeout. I know we want to promote the kiddos here, the students that are working in the Navarro Broadcast Club, and they're doing this to better themselves for possibly, there are so many events going on online, streaming and all. So this is something they can learn to do and go to college and make money at the same time to pay for their college. But this is the QR code. You take your camera, get the code, get the link, and on your smartphone get the camera, not just any camera, and then donate what you can. So thank you for donating, those who have donated.
So back to action here. The Panthers will have the ball facing full court pressure. That's Tucker McDonald, throws it into Schulke. Schulke back to McDonald. He breaks the press. He's up. He's going to take it all the way down, and he's blocked by the freshman. That's Groff. Ball's on the floor. Let's see. And they give it to the Davenport Wolves.
Oh, wow.
So we couldn't quite see on our end, but now in the game for the for Davenport. It's number 13. I actually don't have a roster. He's got the ball. Oh, Jackson Ellie with the steal, but it looked like he was off his foot, which wasn't called, but it's going to be out of bounds, and that will be Wolves basketball.
Well, let's see if we can wake him up. Let's go. The rally call right here.
Oh, they throw it in. Another turnover. That's Cade Strauss. He's got a couple of defenders. Takes it all the way. Schulke can't get the rebound. The big boy does. Freshman Groff throws it in. And again, they push it. And the Panthers are pushing it. And the ball stolen from Schulke. And what a play there. And the freshman can't hit it, but again, called for the foul. Let's see who they call that on.
Go ahead.
Will be on the Panthers, and it is Jackson Ellie.
Well, I just have to point out, though, Gabe Rangel getting out there, getting after it, knocked the ball away a couple of times. He's going up and down the court and hustling down the court, getting back in position and making some things happen for the Panthers there. Even though he didn't get any points or such, he was a major disruption down there for Davenport, where they didn't make an easy basket because of him. So you love to see the hustle.
Absolutely. Well, Gabe's leaving off what he did on the football field. He's bringing it, translating it here to the basketball court. So
ties the record for interceptions for a season.
Shots up, in and out. And that looks like, that's Cohen Blunt is checked into the game, and he's got it over to Schulke. Schulke's cross. Schulke's going to go all the way, and he is rejected.
Oh, wait, they got the foul. Schulke gets the foul, so we'll call that and there's the replay with it.
But now I know where they're using the Ricky Groff for Davenport as the rim protector, because I don't know how many blocks he has, but he's got several. He picked up the foul there, but he has blocked his fair share. Schulke on the front end of 2 makes it. And the Panthers down by 10 with 2:15 left in the first half. And Schulke hits the second one. They move it around. They find the open man. That's number 2. And it dribbles in and out and falls for the Wolves. That's Hasteman.
And they call that a 3.
So Patrick Monge, he comes back with a nice coast-to-coast layup for the Panthers. And a fast-paced second quarter here, and that's over and back.
Yep.
So over and back, a little bit of a turnover, a little bit of an errant pass, which really wasn't necessary. Colton Schulke's going to inbound the ball for the Panthers. Back down to Tucker McDonald. struggled a little bit on he's trying to dribble through the press, and they always teach you got to kind of pass to beat the press, right?
That's what I had always been taught. And
that's what I teach too.
And get to the middle, and then you go to the edges,
Yes.
If you can get it to the middle, you can go 3 different directions.
That's right. And Cohen Blunt just can't get it to fall.
Use the backboard.
Right.
Right? That's what you teach your youngins too, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Nothing wrong with a backboard.
Yeah, that runner's hard to make.
That runner is. Some people call it the teardrop.
Well.
And, again, that was Joseph Danielson, who's come alive here for the Wolves in the scoring department. Up 27-15 here with 1:20 left in the first half, Hank.
Yeah, I mean, Panthers need to make a good run here. Now, I've got another update on the Lady Panthers
here we
playing
go.
Davenport, and at the end of the first half, the Lady Panthers are up 28-19.
Jackson Alley and Cohen Blunt loses control a little bit, but it's tipped out.
But he's helped out there, yes.
Yeah, it was tipped out there by number 4, and I don't have a number 4.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah. On the Wolves roster, that is.
And we get some of these off of like Max Preps and such, so you got to bear with us.
Yeah. So that's Gabe Rangel. Gabe Rangel at the top of the key. He drops it into Cohen Blunt. Cohen can't handle it. A little bit of a rough pass. And he slides in, but can't control it. Ball's out, and that'll be Panther basketball.
Yeah.
So another turnover there. This has been a frantic second quarter, Hank.
Yeah, it has. And Panthers need to take advantage of some of the mishaps, though, by Davenport, and they haven't been able to do it quite often.
And that was a beautiful press break. Just couldn't finish there.
And that's
number 2. And Gabe Rangel again.
Yeah, in the mix. He's right there.
And gets a possession arrow, and that's Panther basketball.
Well, after seeing that, the Panthers have the possession. Now, we haven't been keeping up with the possession arrow.
Finds Schulke down low. Schulke's bodied, and he's fouled. And he'll go to the line, and he sunk his first 2. Let's see if he can drain a couple more for the Panthers here late in the second. So he hits the front end of the rim there, misses the first.
Oh. Got to knock these down, free throws and layups.
And misses the second as well. Now Cohen Blunt right there, using his body.
He bodied up, and you throw it off him, but it comes back to the other player out of bounds, but the official didn't see it that way. That's what Cohen Blunt wanted.
So Davenport down, and they lead 27-15 with 37 seconds. Trying to find an open 3, doesn't. Good defense by the Panthers. Oh, looks like it passed up a couple of shots.
Yeah, they're just trying to use the clock.
Looks that way. He steps back for a 3. Can't quite hit it, but the rebound finds him again. Number 20, that is.
Rebounding.
And yes, I was going to say he traveled.
Yeah, he didn't have.
Right.
Right here, you can see it. Yeah, he goes back before anybody has their hands on the ball. So.
And that was the call, traveling. So another turnover there for the Wolves.
We got 12.25 remaining. We're only showing the 12, but good job by our scorekeeper here.
Panthers bring it up, break the press nicely again, and timeout, Panthers. They've got 5 seconds left here in the second quarter.
Yeah.
Till half.
5 points. Yeah, it was like, what was it, 5.7 or 3?
3.7, yeah.
So we show 6 on ours, but it's a little bit disparity sometimes because of that we don't have the
tenths of the second.
That's what I was looking for. Thank you.
Tenths of the seconds, yeah. No, I
was like,
if we can get that on the broadcast, maybe that's what we need to work on this week, right?
It looks good. I think and the students are running the scoreboard here, so that's also something that we see. So it's a scoreboard, cameras, computer. So we'll show you the QR code real quick again.
Oh yeah, QR code.
Yeah, real quick, and then we'll get back to action here. But get
So
your phone out. Go ahead. Lance.
Get your phone out. You want to donate? Donate quickly here, or at least take a picture of it, and then you can donate during halftime. But all the money and proceeds go to the Navarro Panther Network, otherwise known as the Navarro Broadcasting Club, to the students and to the school, and it allows you to enjoy these games from the comfort of your home, in-state, out-of-state, overseas, whatnot. Oh, they hit Colton Schulke. Man, great play. Schulke just didn't finish for us. He was open. Great pass, though, by Tucker McDonald.
Yeah, here it goes way over everything into the stage and back. So now we'll show the cheerleaders.
As I say, that's the end of the first half with the score. The Davenport Wolves leading your Navarro Panthers 27-15.
So we'll leave some sights and sounds of the cheerleaders here.
Absolutely. And we'll be back here in a little bit.
There you go.
All right, we're back here for the second half. Davenport Wolves are up here at the Navarro Event Center. District opener, up 27-15 over your Navarro Panthers. And they inbound the ball. Davenport's bringing it down. They look inside. They find the big fella. He rolls around off the front of the rim. And that's Tucker McDonald with the rebound. Panthers need to pick up their offense here in the second half. Maybe drain a couple threes.
Yeah.
They find inside. That's Patrick Mons. He can't finish, though, and that's been the theme of the night for the Panthers.
Yeah. You know, those close shots, layups, and, you know, they can't quite get the roll. You know, and they're not playing that bad at defense. I think with the fast breaks that the Wolves has is what's the difference in the game, too.
Yeah. Short there for the Wolves. That's Stanley. Stanley finds the open man. That's Patrick Mons.
Yeah.
He gets the layup. So nice play there and a nice finish. And that's just what the doctor ordered. Now they seem to stiffen up the D.
Oh, 3 seconds. Looking for it.
He misses another shot there from the mid-range shot. Patrick does the Euro step.
Oh,
finds
great.
Strauss, and Strauss drains one. And Panthers have come out on a 4-0 run here to start the second half. So, nice adjustments in the locker room there by Coach Wallace. From the free throw line, and he drops it off the front of the rim. Let's see whose ball that is. That's Panther basketball. I still think they need to get, Stanley. Get Stanley involved a little bit. He's their big three, or he's our big 3-point shooter.
Yeah, and he had that open shot, but couldn't knock it down. And
Patrick.
Panthers being very patient.
And there it is. There he finds him in the corner. And there's Stanley. And that's going to force a timeout. Panthers go on a 7-0 run to start the second half. And they're only down by 5, Hank.
Yeah, I mean, that quick, that quick. So, you take 7 points and, just that quick. And, a blink of an eye.
Less than 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Right?
And defense, they were very patient on that full court pressure. They took their time this time and, and were able to not necessarily break the press, but getting their offense to where they had Stanley open in the corner for that 3. And so, you got to love that,
Yes, and so Panthers come out, guns a-blazing here in the second half, and tails on fire. And Davenport calls a quick timeout, looking for answers as they bring it up. They move it around the horn, the big boy up top.
Yeah, Castilla has been the shooter tonight from the outside, but he hasn't knocked down. His percentage is low.
There he is again from the 3, and he misses another one. And, and
it looked like he rolled.
Jackson Ellie might have went down there.
No,
He's
that's
grabbing his ankle.
McDonald.
Sorry, Tucker McDonald. Very similar.
Yeah, a similar build. And the number not too far off from 20 to 24. Let's hope he's okay.
Yeah, looks like he might have just rolled the ankle a little bit there.
Yeah, he's up on his own accord.
So 27-22, down by 5. And Scholke looks like he's going to check in there for Tucker. So Scholke, number 1 in the game. And Panthers on defense. Oh, and a nice block there.
Scholke got the block. But Panthers couldn't come up with it.
So the Wolves moving around, looking for the open shot. They find someone in the, that's Blos in the center. They're directing traffic there. And Panthers playing much more aggressively here in the second half on defense. And they find someone down low. But the Wolves are patient.
Yeah, the clock is their friend still with the lead so far. Oh, Jackson had a hand on that.
And so they do find a three-point shot, and he drains it. Great job there by Cole Rios for the Wolves.
Yeah, Stanley breaking through.
Stanley loses his footing and loses the basketball, and that's Rios out. Oh, and he misses the layup there. That was Danielson. Rios got it out to Blos. Finds a big boy down low, and he makes some room for himself. Ricky Groff, and a great job there.
Oh, man. Yeah, after going on a nice run, but hey, it's still a ball game. Anything, I always say, you know, that 10 points.
That's right.
If you stay right within that 10 points, it's always been my rule.
Yes.
Now, I don't know if that's any kind of other coach's rule, but as a coach with even youth basketball and such, and getting all the way up to the college level, you look at it and say, okay, 10 points is usually doable within 2 minutes. And we saw that, you know, a 7-0 run, but you can do it in 2 minutes. But usually, you know, everything's got to go perfect too, you know, when you do it. But here we got plenty of time. You got 4.5 minutes remaining in this quarter alone in the third quarter.
That's right. So you were watching live here on the Navarro Panther Network from the Navarro Event Center. My name's Lance Blackburn. I'm joined by Hank Dieter. The district opener. The Davenport Wolves up 31-22, 4.5 minutes left in the third quarter. And Cade Strauss goes to the hole, and he's fouled.
I think Rios got him on the arm there. We'll see it here. I'll look on the replay. And it looked like, Rios reached in there.
And so he will go to the free throw line, awaiting, should be 2 shots. The first end, he hits. So, you know, Cade lives in my neighborhood. I always used to see him practicing basketball, drive by for the past 3 years, and as he hits his second free throw,
it paid off.
It paid off.
That's right. Oh, Panthers almost got a turnover from the Wolves, as we're looking at a 7-point game. Yeah.
They inbound it to Blouse. Danielson outside, number 2, that's an air ball, and Tucker McDonald's back in the game. So they just tweak that ankle a little bit. He's right back out there. Stanley brings it across, hits Strauss. Strauss goes to the middle. He finds an open Patrick Mons off the front of the rim, but Panthers and Stanley gets the rebound.
Yeah, Monge almost got that. You get those to drop like that, Panthers would be a lot closer right now. We've seen a couple of those open shots not fall.
That's Tucker McDonald around. Schulke. And a little bit of non-movement here for the Panthers.
I was going to say, you'd
Schulke
like to see more
goes
movement.
Behind the back, over the head, but it is deflected out by the Wolves, so it will be Panther basketball.
Schulke, over the head, backwards pass. Okay. That's not one that's in the coach's playbook.
No. And he finds Patrick. Patrick shoots it again off the front of the rim.
Oh.
And I think that one's going to be on our Panthers. That might be Tucker McDonald.
A
little frustration foul.
That's what I saw. And, you know, it's kind of lucky that it wasn't a flagrant, because if you're not going for the ball and you're just, you know, pushing a player, that could easily be called a flagrant. So it has been called a flagrant. I just saw the signal here. So a flagrant goes against Tucker McDonald. So flagrant in this category here, you'll see him shoot free throws as technicals.
That's right, and that's number 11. That's Bendelli, Joshua Bendelli, at the line for the Wolves, the junior.
Now it's...
He makes the first end of 2.
You know, and if you're Tucker, this is one of those situations where you teach your players to flush it. You know, just
That's right.
let's go on, move on, and don't think about retaliation or
He
anything else.
misses
You
the
just-
second one, so.
Yeah, hey, we'll give that a. You got to remember, folks, this is a Panther broadcast too. So, but we do want to thank the Davenport Wolves fans for joining as well.
Absolutely.
I heard one was all the way in Savannah, Georgia.
Yeah,
so
there you go.
that's pretty awesome.
Shout out to the guy in Savannah,
Yeah.
Georgia. Good for you. Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, we appreciate it. And so did the students. And, you know, the
Absolutely.
Navarro Broadcasting Club.
They pass it inside. They move it around. They move the ball so well, and he hits the three. And that was Blows, Carson Blows.
Takes it to 11.
And trying to get the ball to Jackson Ellie. They say Jackson tipped it out, so it will be Wolves basketball. Up 35-24, 3:01 left here in the third quarter.
Yeah, Cameron Gaston was right there.
So he rotates around. He finds an open man in the corner. He can't hit it, but the rebound there from maybe the shortest guy on the court, Carson Blows. And you got to give that kid some credit. He's a hustler. And that's Colton Schulke on the other
See
end.
if they called the block on this one.
Should be a block. Yeah,
Yeah.
he was a little bit. You know, they call that the restricted zone, right?
Right.
And we got a new court this year, Hank. So,
Yeah, a nice court it is too.
Yeah, but in high school they don't put the restricted
Right.
zone on the court, so like they do in college. So,
And it's more of a judgment call too.
and it is.
But in high school they can still call, and we saw it earlier. You can still be in there and still be called a charge, because if you stay on the guy, even in the NBA and such, even if it's the same guy guarding all the way throughout, it's if somebody else steps in and goes up under, then they won't call it.
So the Panthers got to hit those. Schulke missed 2 free throws, but
Yeah.
they need those to catch back up with the clock not ticking. He finds Jackson Ellie. That's Stanley and Jackson Ellie, and he's going to count it, and it's going to be an and one
Yeah.
for Jackson Ellie. So. Coach McNeil does not like that. He's shaking his head over there on the sidelines for the Wolves. And Schulke's going to come out along with Cade Strauss. They're going to bring in Colorado Kenaway, number 12.
Oh.
And he misses, but just came into the game as number 3. Sean Estrada gets the rebound.
Yeah,
and he is fouled.
Yeah, good hustle.
He's
Yeah,
pushed.
he's like a spark plug coming off the sideline.
And I said it in the beginning of the broadcast, Hank. You know, the Panther team is a scrappy team.
Oh yeah.
You know, and they play, they hustle, they play hard. That was a little bit of an errant pass there. Ball's a.
Yeah, we got it. Here we got the ball going everywhere here on the replay. It's like they called it against the Panthers. So.
Yeah, and I'm not sure what that call was. It looked like the ball was just a loose ball, right?
And that's
Stanley tried to bring it around his back, but yeah, I'm not sure what that call was all about. But we move on, and
yes, sir.
Up by 11. The Wolves moving around, patient. Find the open man in the corner for the 3. He misses.
Yeah, Panthers a little tight under the basket. They got to get in front of somebody and box them out.
And the move and the bucket there. Brandon Castilla.
Yeah.
He makes the shot,
Yeah.
and he's got and one there.
Yeah. Castilla was, in the right place just at the right time, too. And leaving your feet, though, that's one of the things that, you can't go for that up fake and you leave your feet.
That's right.
And you leave yourself very vulnerable because you're already up in the air, and anything that the offensive player does, you're going to get called for that foul. So
Yeah.
stay under control.
And he drains the free throw. That makes it 40-26, up by 14 here. Caleb Stanley recovers.
Yeah.
And they break the press nicely there, the Panthers do. But the constant pressure and errant, a little bit of an errant pass. Colorado can't quite get to it.
Oh, man, Monhay was wide open in the corner here on the replay there. He's like begging for the ball. I'm in the corner.
Yeah, look at him. Yeah, he was actually saying a prayer over there, I think. Oh, and the ball's in and out. Castilla. And that's, again, Scrappy Estrada in the corner.
And he's moving enough to keep, to keep him off of him. And you'll see the foul here. Once you start reaching in, there was the reach. I think they called it on, they called the hack on, I believe, number 2, which is Carson Loess.
So that is the
bonus now. The
fifth?
5.
Yeah,
5 fouls for quarters now. It used to be, remember, for the halves, and it used to go 7. And now they play it to where, and that was a new one on me, and that I hadn't seen in a while and understood until the girls game. And look at Estrada gets that
Estrada
one.
gets it to fall.
Oh, maybe that was more like a.
So he goes for the second one,
Oh,
and
yes.
that is all net.
Yeah, now that one didn't need any help. No divine help on that one.
Now that falls nicely, and Panthers down by 12 here. Davenport can't find anyone, an errant pass, and that's going to be a turnover.
Yeah, Panthers need to get, hey, you get on a little 4-0, 6-0 run. Oh.
He calls a travel. It looked like Estrada might have pushed off as well.
I don't know if we got that on replay, but let's see. I didn't see the pivot foot move, but.
Nonetheless, the Wolves got the basketball up by 12 here with 1:08 left in the third quarter. And that.
So Coach Wallace wanted something on that one.
He wanted. So 50 seconds left here in the third quarter. The Wolves moving it around, and they move it around well.
Yeah, and they're gonna stall a little bit here. With the 12-point lead, I definitely would.
Yeah, look for the open shot and tire out the defense a little bit. Then he finds the open shot. He doesn't hit it though.
Oh.
And that's Cohen Blunt in there, and number 11 there that's a Bendelli. And a steal there for Castilla. Tries to get the layup. It doesn't fall for him, although he does get the rebound. He comes back up with it. Finds the open man in the corner, number 2, and that's off as well.
So they call a jump ball on that one.
Jump ball, and it should be Panther basketball.
Yeah, it is. And quick score update for the Lady Panthers, who's playing the Lady Wolves in Davenport. And the Navarro running Lady Panthers, I should say, are up 39-29 at the end of the third. So they're up by 10.
So deep 3 there by Castilla right before the buzzer. Doesn't fall. And that's going to do it here for the third quarter from the Navarro Event Center here in Geronimo, Texas, where the Davenport Wolves lead your Navarro Panthers 42-28. So the Panthers came out firing there, Hank, in the third quarter. Outscored them 7-0 in a matter of a minute and 52 seconds.
Right.
And then next thing you know, Davenport calls a timeout, and then they went on a pretty good run themselves. So,
and pretty packed house too. We, here in the bleachers at the event center, we got the student section there. So appreciate everybody that's out too. That's come out to support both teams.
That's right.
The Panthers and the Wolves.
I know for Navarro, it's finals week, so.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we appreciate the students that came out. And,
So now you know, what do the Panthers have to do, Lance? You know, I think personally is that if they can still limit those turnovers, make the layups, really finish plays, they're there. You just got to finish them and make those, you know, open threes. When you got it, you got to knock them down. And
That's
I know
right.
it's easier said than done, but, you know, that's what you practice for,
Yep.
and that's what you want. You want those open threes.
So, beginning of the fourth quarter here, looks like a double dribble there by, that's number 2. That's Hassman. And Hassman has been firing some threes here in the second half. Hadn't been too successful on a lot of them. And that's Caleb Stanley, and another steal there by the Wolves. Wolves shoot another 3 again. Bounces off the rim, and it's going to be Panther basketball.
Yeah, we see the shot goes up, and the shot falls off, and we see the two fighting there.
And that was Danielson for the Wolves, missing that shot. Jackson Ellie's got an open lane.
And he was looking for the foul.
He was, and then he just decided, I'll just take the layup.
Right, exactly. Oh, the Panthers wanted to travel, but the ball goes behind Castilla. And now the Panthers get the ball. Now we had a So there was some misunderstanding on who has the ball to throw it in, and the official has to give it to the player.
And so they find it cross court. That's Tucker McDonald.
Oh, yeah.
And he nails a long 3 from the corner. And the Panthers down by 9. And Panthers decide to put a little full court pressure back on the Wolves. And the Wolves slow it down here. Castilla. Just hadn't been his night. He's missed a bunch of threes. And that's Caleb Stanley. Caleb goes and finds a mid-range jumper.
Got to finish.
Yep.
Steal.
And steal again. And then
the steal back.
the big freshman from Davenport ends up with the basketball. They find an open man in the corner. He bobbles it. He misses the shot. And that's Caleb Stanley off his foot. And then Caleb wasn't looking. Ellie got it back. He was looking for Stanley. Stanley wasn't looking, and they throw it out of bounds. So turnover for the Panthers.
Oh, man, I'm over here just moaning because, man, we had an opportunity there to cut it to 7. If we had a fast break available.
So, again, full court pressure for the Panthers. And Panthers being very aggressive. Probably looking to use all their fouls. 3-point shot, rims in and out. And the big freshman down low. Groff gets it. That's Ellie. Ellie's out. That's Mont. Mont goes around. He finds the layup, and he drains it.
Hey, he's got it now, the Panthers.
The Panthers got it down to 7, so fighting back. They find the big freshman. He misses a layup in a frantic pace. Wow. And that's traveling called, and that'll be Panther basketball.
Oh, wow. Panthers are real close to, it wasn't goaltending. The ball went up and off to the side of the rim when Stanley hit the ball. So I was like, that was close to interference. So.
It's been a frantic minute and a half here.
Crazy.
And Monty goes back out. That's Tucker McDonald for another 3. He overshoots the basket all the way. That was an air ball.
Yeah.
But, and he loses control. And then you got Mont falling on.
Yeah, but did the ball go out of bounds, and was it dead before that took place? Yeah, and the I thought
so, yeah.
On that replay, it looked like the ball went out of bounds before. And
it did. Yeah, it sure did. But that's not what they call.
Yeah.
And Castilla, he hits the front iron. Stanley's got it. He throws it back in. That's Tucker McDonald and Ellie over there. McDonald comes out with it. Caleb Stanley with the basketball. Stanley's going to go around. Let's see if he takes it to the hole. He does.
And he almost gets his own rebound.
Stanley tries to do it all there.
Yeah. You know. Ooh, man, wow, has this been a wild one.
So, again, a 7-point game. The Panthers.
Not out of reach here.
No, it's not. And Davenport continues to miss three-pointers.
And that's what kept the Panthers in the game.
It really has. And Mott somehow finds the ball to follow it up, though, and that's the bucket. But let's see. Let's see if they call the foul.
Yeah. Right. Sorry.
No,
didn't mean to step on you there.
No, that's exactly right.
And
we're in lockstep there.
Yeah, we saw on the replay that it happened before. So
Patrick goes to the line, and man. The shot is up and good. And he's one of the better shooters on the team, so I don't doubt that he is a great free throw shooter as well.
Yeah, we got a timeout.
The first one, and that's a Davenport timeout.
On Davenport. So now we got the Panthers, right there. I mean, this has turned out to be a whale of a game. We know the Running Lady Panthers were up by 10 at the third quarter, and I'm hoping to get the final here in just a little while because they're probably ahead by about a couple of minutes in the game. So,
so it is. There's 4:58, almost 5 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. The Panthers are down by 6, and they have fought back. But really, in my mind, the only reason the Panthers have really had a chance to fight back is Davenport has missed a bunch of three-point shots here in the fourth quarter and really in the second half.
Yeah, you're right.
They have shot a bunch and they've missed a bunch, and that hadn't added up to success for them, but it's given an opportunity for your Panthers. So let's see if he can hit. He's got one more free throw shot here. We've got Tucker McDonald and Jackson Ellie down low for the Panthers. And he does drill it. And it's a 5-point basketball game. So let's see. Exciting game back here from the Navarro Event Center. Estrada tries to get in there. He knocks the ball away, but Wolves retain the basketball. They're trying to set a pick on Jackson Ellie. He doesn't. They move it around. Looks like he shuffled his feet. They don't call it.
No,
and the Wolves hustle to get the rebound.
And that's the other side of it. We've had some of those categories we talked about, missed free throws, turnovers, and rebounding. But got the charge.
They call the charge down low.
Right here's the replay.
And he
you
just
see with the hip check, basically moving that hip. But you're hoping that, you get the call. You don't always get that call.
Full court press. Lazy pass, though. Catches the Panthers, and Wolves get it back. So that's all for naught. 4:17 and counting here in the fourth quarter.
5-point game.
So really at this point, it's gonna be who's gonna finish and who's gonna play defense. Short, and the Panthers, the ball bounces around. That's Gabe Rangel. That's Estrada, almost stolen. Is Sean Estrada. He hands it off to Patrick Mullins. He goes all the way in and drives the lane. And we've got a 3-point basketball game here, folks.
Yeah.
Full court press for the Panthers. Panthers back out.
Yeah, they can't leave them open. I mean, as the law of averages go, as many 3-point shots they attempted, one's going to fall.
That's right.
And you got to stay on them.
So he drives the lane, and he gets the call, but it doesn't get the basket to fall. So he will go for 2 shots.
So that's going to be a good foul.
It is.
As long as the ball didn't go in the hole, that's a good foul.
And that was Cameron Gaston. And Tucker McDonald, is that his 5th?
Uh-oh. Yeah, I don't know.
No, I don't think it was.
No.
And he misses. There you go.
Now we know that was a good foul. So
there we go. 3:29 left here in the fourth quarter from the Navarro Event Center. District opener here for the boys Panther basketball team.
Rebound.
So second shot here for Gaston. He misses both. And the rebound for the Panthers. But he's fouled.
Oh, good box out by Estrada. As the Running Lady Panthers win 43-36 in their game. You know, and this is you talk about this is a district opener for the Panthers here, but the Running Lady Panthers have been in district play already.
That's right.
3 games into it, and they take this game 43-36, so they're 2-1 in district now.
They had an errant pass there by Stanley. So Wolves come back down. They find the open man. He passes on the 3, drives the lane, and he gets the basket and the foul.
Oh, that's not what you wanted to see at this point in the game. Is to if you're gonna foul him, make sure you get a hold of that ball and don't let it get up to the basket.
And so that extends the lead out to 5, and he's got a shot here to extend it to 6 with 3:10 left. The shot is up, and it is good. So 6-point lead here for the Davenport Wolves.
Well, you hit a 3 here and cut that in half.
Patrick, he finds some room. He goes back to his buddy Stanley. Stanley, they're playing 2-man game here. Finds him. Oh, and he gets it. He gets the roll.
Panthers, look, don't leave your feet too early.
No. They find the open guy. He's going to go for the basket. He bounces it off the board. Several Panthers there. He misses the shot, and whose basketball is it? No, it's Davenport.
Yeah, and you can see Stroud on that one here on the replay. Just barely. Oh, man, that was close.
So 4-point game after the big basket there.
Yeah.
Stanley finds the open man. Inbounds play.
You're Davenport, you take what the Panthers give you, but if you're the Panthers, no open shots. Just no open shots at this point.
That's right. It comes down to possessions here, Hank.
That's
who's going to
right.
play better defense and who's going to finish?
Oh, we got a move it pick call. They've been wanting it all night long. Here it is. Right there it was. On 11.
Number 11.
Yep.
That was Bendelli for the Wolves. Just putting his hip out and his knee out just a little bit. Mont with the shot.
Oh, nice.
Doesn't get the roll, but Jackson Ellie's there. 3-pointer, and it doesn't fall. And again, Panthers with the third try. That's going to be, he misses.
Man.
And he's out of bounds. Man, plenty of chances there for the Panthers.
How about
3 shots.
I say I'm too old for this now.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to sit down a second. Oh, my goodness, this is getting intense.
So 4-point game. And they pass it up. Davenport's taking their time here. Minute 53 left here at the Navarro Panther Event Center.
So do you play the stall game, which is what we're basically seeing now, 4-corner stall with only 4 points, and he stepped out.
Yeah.
Oh, the timeout called by Davenport. It looked like he stepped out.
And that's what Coach Wallace was pointing at.
We didn't have that one. That's okay. We've been showing some pretty good replays here, so good job by Stefan over here getting everything set up on the computer, so appreciate that a lot. Here's the QR code for the broadcast club here at Navarro, and so if you want to donate, get your smartphone out and get the link that goes to the PayPal link, and if you get that PayPal link, then donate what you can. $1, $5, $10, $50, $100. And anybody going to give me 50, going to give me 80, going to give me 70. And then we'll go all the way up to 100, 200.
That's
and
right.
we've even seen
500 during
yes.
the football season this year. We got a $500 donation.
Yeah,
I think that's the all-time highest.
Right, by a person named Clay, if I remember correctly.
That's right.
So,
that's right.
And we like to thank all those that have donated. So
yes.
and
even your $1, $10, that matters too. So.
Right, it does. It does matter. Just think of the cost of admission, though. That's right. What I always think
that's
about.
That's what I think
and
of,
you
too.
get the comfort of your own home to watch this on the big screen, too.
That's right. So here we go. Minute 36 left. Panthers need a stop. down by 4. I thought he stepped out on the line,
yeah.
on the midcourt
Yeah,
line.
I thought it was a backcourt violation.
Yeah, I thought so too.
You got
Ref wasn't looking at his feet though.
Yeah. Gabe Rangel, the defensive specialist, he's got the speed, so they're trying to use speed out here on the four-corner stall. And
so the Panthers just grab they needed to get a foul to stop the clock, and it's not going. It's going to be an inbounds. I mean, It's only the 3rd foul in the quarter, so they've got a couple to give. So just to regroup. Substitution, Jackson Ellie comes out.
Here's where you got to make the play, is on an inbound play. If you can get the stop right away.
You got Rangel, quick feet. He's on Blos.
He went back
court again. That's the 2nd time in this possession. And the ref's just not looking at the feet.
Yeah.
He's a tall guy. And granted, we have a great vantage point because we're a little bit higher. But
I don't know if he's looking at.
I think he's looking at their hands and their hips.
Not the ground.
Not the feet.
But hey, it's not a violation if it's not called. Right?
That's right. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But give credit to Davenport. They've moved the ball very well, and they've rebounded really well tonight. And I think the rebounding, after I look at the big picture, the rebounding is what made the difference.
Yeah, so 1:03 left, up by 5. The Wolves are 46-41. Still time for the Panthers.
Yeah, I mean, a couple of threes, you're right there. I mean, you don't have to get
and you
threes
honestly
either.
Don't even have to have threes. You just got to have Davenport miss like that. And Caleb Stanley moving it up the court. He's less than a minute. And Stanley's looking around. He's trying to find Strauss. A bad pass, though.
Yeah,
is intercepted. But missed shot there. Stanley gets the rebound, and he's fouled. He tries to go back up court, and it was actually a smart move there.
Right, he gets the ball here. He goes to dribble and gets tripped up. They'll shoot 2 now. Stanley shoots 2, and that's with the clock not running here. I got 43 seconds remaining. So what a nice, intense, fun game we've had tonight. The Panthers made that, made that big run. At one point, they were down by 12 points.
14,
14,
I think.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
14, I think, if I recall correctly. But Caleb Stanley goes to the line. 43.4 seconds left here. And he misses the front end of the 2 shots.
Yeah, without the clock running, man, these points make big difference.
And that one bounces out, but it's rebounded.
Okay, we'll take the 2.
And Jackson Ellie bails him out.
Tucker.
I'm sorry. Tucker McDonald. Man, these guys look.
All right, he got the foul, so that might be his 5th, though. So
yeah, I apologize. Tucker and Jackson. Jackson's got a little bit blonder hair, but boy, their bodies are almost the same. So, and their number wears. But yeah, anyways, so Panthers down by 3 at this point.
So he has 4. So
okay,
they just confirmed it.
So McDonald comes back in, and on the line there is number 1, and that's Carson Blos. And he drains it. He's probably not the guy that you want on the line, as he is an excellent shooter.
Yeah, so now Panthers being down only 4, 31 seconds. He can miss this one and rebound.
He does miss it. And let's see which way. Panther basketball.
Oh, wow.
Panther basketball. They catch a break there. I'm not sure.
Yeah, that was close. Even on the replay, it's hard to tell.
29 seconds.
No errant
Stanley's
passes.
got it. Up to Strauss. He throws it to Patrick.
What do we got? Oh, timeout, Panthers.
Okay, here we go. Coach Wallace wants to set up a play. And 24 seconds, down by 4. And, hey, you know, Hank, you don't have to get a 3 here.
No, you don't have to
Yeah.
get a 3. But somewhere along the line, though, you probably will with 24 seconds because
Yep.
you've got a foul. They're going to take 2-point shots. It's a free throw shooting contest from here on out. I mean,
That's right.
And you got to get to them early. You got to get your speedy guys in like Gabe Rangel, Estrada. Those guys are going to have to be on the floor for the defense just to make the foul, and get there quickly.
So there is 24 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, even though ours is not official. But
yeah, ours is not official. It does say 22 for those watching at home, or out of state or wherever you're at.
Yeah. It's actually 24.09, and now the Panthers have the ball. So like you said, if they can get a 2 here and make a quick stop, to tie it up.
And it is. They do not cover. Stanley's got it. He drives in, and the ball's taken away. And it looks like he just stumbled. Passes it out, and Davenport is just content. And that's Cade Strauss. And
I think he was initially trying to go for the ball, but as he did, it's like, it looked worse than it actually was. So.
Yeah. And the Davenport fans jump up, and they're a little upset. But I don't. If you know Cade, I don't think he's got any ill will or malicious intent there.
He's a well-mannered gentleman. So
yeah, he's just trying to make a play, and
so they are going to call that a flagrant because they were
are
saying he did not go for the ball.
And so 11 seconds left.
So the technical gets to be. It has to, the flagrant against that person, I don't know the rule as far as the technical side of it, but whoever it's committed against, they just get to shoot the 2 and they get the ball.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken.
So here's the first one. And that's Ricky Groff. Outstanding freshman player. Bright future for him.
Yeah, just a freshman.
And he misses the second one.
Okay, leaves the door open a little bit with 11 seconds remaining. We're off by a second on the unofficial clock here.
So Wolves up by 5. And the basketball. Groff throws it back out to Danielson. And he's fouled quickly by Stanley. And really, you don't have a choice if you're the Panthers. You almost either, with 7 seconds to go, Stanley with the push.
Yeah, they reset it to.
So the shot is up, and it is good. And that's Danielson on the line.
So if you hadn't heard earlier, the Running Lady Panthers beat the Lady Wolves tonight.
So it looks like a 1-for-1 night for the Panthers, as they're going to.
So the Running Lady Panthers won 43-36 over the Lady Wolves.
A 6-point lead, 7 seconds left. Panthers basketball.
Yeah, now
full court press. Panthers bring it up. And he just chunks it.
Yep.
The shot, and it falls to the wayside. So the Panthers lose tonight.
Yeah, but not a lack of effort tonight.
No.
I thought the Panthers were, doing, almost everything right, but the rebounding still stands out to me because the second chance points that we saw tonight from the Wolves. I mean, when you get 3 attempts, at the basket to make one. That's gonna hurt the Panthers. And you said it early in the game, a little bit of trouble with the press. I thought they broke it well early on, but they couldn't get into a rhythm.
And finish. Finish the shots.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
And so but you're right, and I mentioned it earlier as well, is rebounding, the team that usually wins the rebounding game usually wins the game.
Right,
So,
right.
So congratulations to Davenport Wolves tonight. They go, they win the district opener. They're 1-0. Panthers 0-1. Lose tonight 50-43, but like you said, Hank, not without effort.
Yeah.
And we will.
Yeah, we talk about, the game a little. I was hoping we can get, Coach Wallace over here after he's through with his interview with KWD. But in the meantime, we have to tell all the students out here that helped us tonight. We like to thank them all, and especially Stefan as well, who's helped us out and put the computer and everything else together out here, had everything ready for us. So we really appreciate that. So anyhow, I want to make sure that you can donate to that club, that you're aware of it, that you can donate to that club by scanning the QR code and getting the link to the PayPal, and that will get you to the donation site. So that's the best thing we can do for you right now to get the money to the students, not directly to the students, but for the equipment and the travel and all those things. So we really, and we'll make the broadcast better as we go along, and hopefully you get to enjoy it, as with a lot of the features that you may see on ESPN and that sort of thing. So, but we'll work on that. I mean, maybe not to the level of those other, 4-letter networks and such.
Well, we're close,
Yeah.
We're a little behind, but
But remember, NPN. Navarro Panther Network.
We're getting there. We're only 3 letters.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So, and tonight though, I have to say though, the effort though of the Panthers, you just got to say they were laying it all out there. I mean, we just saw them. They couldn't finish some of the layups. We couldn't get the rebounds when we really needed them. But overall, I thought, it wasn't that bad. And even early on, we said we're just that close. We're, not that far off. And Davenport's a good team.
They are. And both teams in my mind are really scrappy.
Right.
If you had to say a word for both teams, they hustled. They all hustled. And,
right.
and I mean, there wasn't a kid out there tonight that wasn't putting forth 110% effort. And so good for them. And the Panthers came on there in the second half when we started to press, especially in the fourth quarter, and really knock some things down. So as far as finishing, and so that was really brought them back into the game, down by 14 there at one point in the third quarter, and so a bright future. The Panthers dropped to 7-7 for the year, 500, but they are, and we're gonna we're gonna have Coach Wallace. He's gonna come back up.
Oh, he needed to address the team, and he's gonna come back up.
That's right. He said if you could just keep chatting, he goes, it's only gonna be 2 minutes.
Yep.
And he is gonna come back up, and we're gonna get a little feedback from him, which is always good. So.
One thing I was going to ask you, if you still have the schedules, because I did want to go over the schedules with the audience out there to let them know that.
Let's do it.
Both teams are still going to be playing over the holiday break.
That's right.
And there'll be games that they can go to, either a tournament in Nixon Smiley or such. So
that's right. So on the girls' side, they've got New Braunfels at New Braunfels, December the 29th. And again, that's going to be an 11:30 tip-off, so it's not going to be a night game. That's going to be, we're going to get. This is the final game. That's 10 days the girls will have off to rest and do the Christmas thing and enjoy their families and the holidays, and then they'll be back home on January the 2nd against Bandera, and then they'll go away January 5th to Bernie. Mm-hmm. And then January 9th, I think that's the day they come back to school, is they will be home against the Wimberley Texans. So, Lady Texans, I guess. I guess that's what they call them out there. And on the boys' side, what we've got is Bandera. Oh, I'm sorry. They're going to go Nixon Smiley tournament next Wednesday and Thursday. So it's Tuesday.
Yeah.
So on the 27th and 28th, Nixon Smiley, if you want to go down, it's only about a 45 minute car ride down there. Nice little area. If you want to go check them out. And then you've got Tuesday. I'm sorry, that's today. You've got, it's Tuesday the 2nd of January. You've got Bandera against Bandera there. Or it's at Bandera. And then Friday the 5th, January 5th, Bernie. That'll be a home game against Bernie. That's a good one to come out to. And then the first day back for the students will be on the January 9th. And they will be at Wimberley. So the boys will. And the girls will be here. So that'll be a good way to start back the spring semester, as I'd call it. But I'm not sure if that's what they call it in high school anymore. But
Yeah.
But that's what I call it. Fall and spring semesters.
But when you talk about spring, then excuse me, all the spring sports start to come in, and that's a chore because you got baseball, softball, and basketball still going on during those times.
Right.
And track and field,
That's
tennis.
Tennis.
So you got so much
Golf.
going on as well. Golf.
We got golf. And,
Yeah.
and soon to be, we're going to have soccer eventually.
Yeah, eventually.
One
Eventually.
day, we're going to have soccer. We are. I promise. We're going to have it.
Yeah,
I
probably,
shouldn't promise. I shouldn't promise. Probably ask you guys more than me. But I'm hoping and wishing and hoping for soccer. So.
As a board member, I can't even promise that,
Yeah,
right?
I know, I hear you.
But I tell you what, serious talk has been made, and and that is a possibility in the future, and in not so distant future either.
Right. So that's
you
why I
just-
said sometime down
Right,
the road, right?
exactly.
In the near
So-
future.
Yeah, and
Maybe.
so we're hoping to see all those sports come to fruition, and and not just sports, but also the other activities that come about. That you see other schools be able to have a variety of different opportunities, and things like that. So that's what we're hoping here in Navarro is to see a lot of different CTE come about, and things like that. That when we can get into possibly construction management, all these
That's right.
career-orientated type of opportunities that we want our students to have, and they could be there. Look at these real estate specialists that around here, and I'm talking to one right now practically. So, and those sorts of things that people don't know that's out there, and they get an opportunity. So, and as soon as we get Coach Wallace up here, we will bring him on the air, and I'm going to see if we can get a camera, set up real quick. So we'll see if we can get a camera set up and facing back this way, or even we can't use that one. I don't know if we have it. Oh, so bear with us. So. So we'll once we'll get Coach Wallace on the air here. So we're trying to get our equipment out of the way as well. So don't know if we have once we get all this set up, we'll get Coach Wallace and. Oh, we're hoping we can get him soon, and we see the Panther team coming out. We have the crowd. So as the crowd cheers for the Panthers, as we said, a lot of effort and hard work by those youngsters tonight. So again.
Yeah, so we've got we got a couple of seniors from last year down there coming back and visiting and.
Well, and yeah, isn't that nice to see?
It's good to see. Yeah, Leyland Sturm, Case Monroe down there. See if I recognize any others.
Yeah,
Camden Getsky, she's down there. There's Coach.
There he goes. Oh, he's out. I'm tangling up.
That's all right. He's trying to take me down.
I'm trying to rope him.
You're roping me.
And so as soon as we get, and now you see some of the behind the scenes, I guess, here in a little bit, but we haven't switched over to that camera. So
here we go. Coach should be up here. He got his headset ready, and
yeah,
I'll get
I'll get that.
I'll get him up and running. All you can do is put that on, Coach, and
then
we'll get you.
Okay, so now we're on. We're still on the air, Coach. Let me get you mic'd up here. So now
that sounds good.
Okay, you can hear us okay?
Absolutely, yeah, no problem.
All right, Coach. Well,
Awesome.
go ahead, Lance. I'll let you
Well,
start.
no, hey, we got Coach Wallace here with here on the Navarro Panther Network. Coach, talk to us about the game tonight, boy. I mean, I know it was a close one, and it was a little bit tough in the end there, but man, scrappy.
I thought we played phenomenal defense the entire game. We did a great job of rallying on runs and stopping other runs, and I think if we get a few shots to fall early, I think there's a different outcome. I think we just couldn't find a way to do that,
Yeah, that's exactly what we had mentioned as well. But, yeah, I mean, I was impressed overall, though. It seemed like at the end, especially once we went to that full court press, Davenport had all kinds of problems there.
Absolutely. And that was a part of the game plan. It was a matter of when we were going to pull it out.
Right.
Because we knew we couldn't run with them the entire game because of their depth at the guard position. So we had to find a good time. And I thought we picked a pretty daggum good time to do it. And I think if we hit a few free throws, get one more stop here or there, I think it's, again, a different outcome.
Yeah, and well, talk to us defensively.
Right.
I mean,
I know defensively, when we're on the defensive boards, though, I thought we lacked the rebounding that we need because they got those second and third, shot attempts that if we would get that rebound initially, the board, then, we stopped that from happening.
100%.
I thought we were missing out on those defensive rebounds.
I thought we did a great job early third quarter when we made our run. We got a little bit tired, and we started swatting. We started looking, and we just got to do a really good job of doubling down on the fundamentals when we get a little bit tired. Let your positioning do the work for you versus having to work harder, so to say. Get in the right position, you'll be where the ball will land where it needs to land.
That's right.
And a great example of that was right towards the end in that fourth quarter. Estrada got a great box out or block out. Some people call it either way, but got in front and was able to get the rebound and, was able to corral the ball in a real critical situation on a missed free throw. So I thought he did an excellent job in there. And if we would have saw more of that, too, I think this game, you would have seen the score kind of flipped a little bit
I
there.
100% agree. And when we watch film tomorrow, there's going to be a lot of what we look at of kind of missed opportunities where they get a bucket we could have stopped fairly easily just by boxing out. Right. Something as simple as being in the right position, putting a butt into them so they can't reach over the top of you or jump over you. And when we do that, we're a really, really good team, I think. And if we can consistently do that, even when we're a little bit tired, I think we have a lot of really good games ahead of us.
Well, talk to us. Well, I was just going to say, talk to us about the upcoming schedule and what you got a Nixon Smiley tournament coming up, and then over the break you got a couple of games, and so.
Yeah, so they get 6 days off starting tomorrow. We come back on the 27th, get some shots up, practice, and then we got 4 games Thursday and 2 on Thursday, 2 on Friday. It's going to be really good for the young ones I have up. Really good to fine-tune some things before we got Bandera, and I think I can't wait for Bandera. We lost to them in overtime at their place last year, and I'm still bitter about it. So I cannot wait to see them again.
Yeah. And the Nixon Smiley tournament, when my boys played way back when, especially on the JV and stuff, when they went to Nixon Smiley, they loved that tournament. They actually had a lot of fun in those tournaments. And not just fun, but they were able to do, like you said, is be able to develop and get to have good playing time for all the players, and you get to rotate in, see where they fit, evaluate a little bit more if you need to.
Absolutely. And it's a big reason we stay in that tournament. I think it's a really good tournament for our kids and as a team. They get to develop together, some chemistry, and then they just get to they be able to take what I tell them and use it a little bit more in the game so it makes more sense.
Okay.
Well, any final thoughts, Coach? I think our battery's about to run
out. Well, I'll make it quick. I really want to appreciate y'all coming out and supporting us and putting this online. And I thought I told the boys I was very, very proud of the way they played, and a few little different things. I think we win the game, and when we see them again in a month or so, I cannot wait. Yes. I cannot wait for it.
Yes, yes. Tough district. I know we got Wimberley and Bernie, but I call them scrappy. But man, the way the Panthers play tonight, if they keep playing that way, they got a real bright future ahead.
Well,
of them,
we
so.
appreciate it because that's exactly what I told them to. So thank y'all very much.
Sure.
I hope they hear it elsewhere.
Good luck the rest of the season,
Hey,
Coach.
thank y'all very much.
Yes.
Look forward to seeing y'all soon.
All right,
Appreciate
thank
it.
you.
Have a good night.
Y'all as well. Thank you, guys. We appreciate it.
Awesome. And so that's going to do it here from the Event Center here at Navarro. Great game tonight. Panthers come up a little short, but I'm going to cut it off quick because I know our battery's about to die. Principal Scarborough's telling me kill this thing. So you guys have a great night. My name's Lance Blackburn with Hank Dieter. You're listening and watching the Navarro Panther Network, and God bless and good night.